At that period of time, I was just mentally and physically exhausted. You know, I'd spent 10, 11, 12 years working with other people, you know, producing bands, and really I think that just took it all out of me. So by the time, you know, I wanted to start the fourth Bomb the Bass album, I felt uninspired. And the music that I did start, you know, if I listen back to it, it wasn't bad, but my headspace just wasn't in the right place at that time.
I play Tetris in my eyelids.
As time went on, I felt the process of making music just became more and more complicated because of choice. And I think a lot of the problem I actually had with previous versions of Future Chaos was choice. And I thought back, I thought, why? It never used to be so difficult. You know, and I thought back about how I got into it, and I thought it's just a drum machine and a keyboard. And that's really how Future Chaos got completed. Because I said, well, instead of the keyboard I had, I used a mini Moog and a drum machine. And that's how, that is the sound of Future Chaos.
Oh, you give me butterfingers. Oh, you give me butterfingers. Butterfingers.
Bomb the Bass has always been about collaboration. So then it's about sending the track to the person you think would be most suitable for this particular collaboration. He liked the backing track, you know, and we spoke briefly on the phone about different ideas. And literally a month later, he sent me back Black River, you know, on top of this backing track that I sent him, you know, just with his gorgeous voice. And I just got blown away by it, really, you know. There's just so much emotion in what he does. And what I like as well, it is very different, of course, to what people would expect him to do. And in a way, I kind of like the idea of representing sort of artists in a different light, you know?
Oh, you give me butterfingers. Oh, you give me butterfingers. Butterfingers.
The record dropped at a right period of time, you know?
Yeah.
When there was some kind of movement going on at that period of time. So obviously, if a Beat This was released now, you know, it'll probably have no impact whatsoever, you know. I think it was obviously a period of time that I suppose people were listening to music or wanting to hear new music in a different way at that time, you know.
Oh.